This is Kevin Huerter checking in with Slam Magazine. You're watching Yerrr or Nahhh.
Rookie duties.
Nah, rookie duties, those aren't fun, and they last too long. The worst rookie duty, we had to get Krispy Kreme donuts before every shoot around for every single game all year. So whether that was at home or on the road, we luckily had 3 rookies going, so it's a little bit easier, but to do that every day was pretty annoying. One time we forgot a couple times in a row and they put all our clothes in the shower and then turned the shower on so they all got all wet, and then we had to wear practice jerseys home.
Lemon pepper wings.
I'm a wing guy, so I'll go with it. The flavor isn't up there, but I still like wings, so I'll do.
Blue Devils.
I'm Maryland, baby.
Stranger Things.
I saw the whole first season, started the first episode of the second season, just wasn't feeling it.
What's your go-to Netflix show right now?
I mean, still The Office is the GOAT. I haven't started a new Netflix series in a while. The last one I watched was Peaky Blinders, which was a really, really good show.
I've heard that was good.
Yep.
Do you have a favorite Office episode?
Don't know it's the one where Dwight sets off the fire alarm in the first scene and they're all going crazy. It's the part 1 of it. I forget what the actual title is, but that one.
Dwyane Wade.
I think everyone could tell by what happened this past year.
Can you just talk about the experience of exchanging jerseys?
Yeah, it was cool. I didn't know it was going to happen. Was walking off the court of our last game, and he just ended up pulling me back and said he was a big fan of mine. Heard I looked up to him growing up, and he loved the way I played. He was always going to be there if I needed to reach out and had any questions about anything, and said he'd love to trade jerseys.
Quavo, but the basketball player.
I've seen some videos. Quavo was Atlanta, so there's videos that come out online of him playing in LA, and I've heard different people tell me that he's pretty good, and so hopefully Sunday we can get in some pickup, have him over at the facility.
ATL rap scene.
I feel every single game we have rappers sitting courtside, so I feel like the Atlanta rap scene is probably the strongest in the country.
Waffle House.
I'm a Waffle House guy, specifically just because I don't expect a lot from it when you walk in there, and the waffles are decent, and you get full off it, so it does the trick.
What was your first Waffle House experience?
I feel like everyone's first Waffle House experience as a basketball player is on an AU trip when your AU coach pulls up and brings 12 people to Waffle House because he pays $20 for the whole meal. So that was my first, and that was probably my next 5 even after that.
The state of Major League Baseball.
I'm a Yankees fan, so baseball is going great.
Is there anything you think baseball players should adopt that NBA players do?
Not really. I feel like the fashion part of the NBA is probably a little bit more than it is in baseball. So I feel like all of baseball right now is being more marketable, and that could be something that could make baseball a little bit more marketable.
Scary movies.
I think scary movies are corny, and I never make it very far through them. So I don't really find them scary. What was It one with the clown? So that was probably one of the better ones, honestly, just because it wasn't too corny. Usually the House in the Woods type of scary movies I'm not a big fan of.
Vince Carter.
Vince Carter's an unbelievable basketball player and pretty close as a person too. I was sitting in the locker room at the beginning of last season, and he just walked in and went to his locker and turned around and he was chopping it up like we had been friends for a year. And I was like, oh, I'm Kevin, by the way. But that was just kind of how it was. His existence all year was you'd remind yourself that it was Vince Carter every day because it became so normal. And then we'd go and we'd watch a highlight of him back in the day, and it was just you remembered what he's done.
Are you gonna get yourself a pair of those Shocks that just came out?
He actually gave us all a signed pair at the end of last year, so I already have them.
Pokemon.
I was a Yu-Gi-Oh guy growing up. Was never Pokemon.
Did you watch the show, or what's your background?
With the Yu-Gi-Oh, we would get home, me and my brother, after school, and we'd go right to watching Yu-Gi-Oh. And we actually used to have there was a contraption thing you can put on your arm to duel with people. And so we had all that, and we'd play in our toy room and stand across from each other and have a Yu-Gi-Oh duel. Fun fact.
Fedoras.
This is Kevin Huerter here with Slam. You just watched Yerrr or Nahhh.
Who has the best fits on your team?
Probably DeAndre Bembry, honestly. He's he's like a character. He's his own person. He has his own swag that nobody else on our team, or really not a lot of guys in the league, have.
Who has the worst?
Vince stopped trying. Vince wears team apparel to everything. Just Hawk sweatshirt, Hawk sweatpants, some Nike shoes, a Nike golf hat, and that's it.